Hello, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Bob Zazi, and today I intend to show you something interesting I've got on my screen right now. First off, if you're just coming here for the first time, know that this is where I come to show you my very simple analysis. I literally analyze and I trade anything on charts, and sometimes if I feel up to it, I just come here and share with you what I have going on. I do have a signal channel where I send out signals. So some of the times when I do send out a signal and it goes well, I like to share the analysis to that signal. So if it's something that you can relate with, I'm a very simple trader. I do not trade with indicators. I like to analyze the market in its naked form, and I pretty much make do with all of the information that the market presents to me. So today on my charts, I have gold. And I really enjoy trading gold so much because I think it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward for me, especially if you're looking at it from a higher time frame. It's a lot of people are scared of gold, and I can understand why. It has very high volatility, it moves, right? So if you have the fear of gold, you might not be able to navigate through, right? But if you understand what it is and how to trade it, you'll be so much good to go. So right now, let's just get right to it. If this is your first time here, please do well to subscribe, because from time to time, I'll be dropping out videos showing you the very simple way I analyze the markets without indicators. And of course, they always yield, great results. So let's get right to it. I'm just going to make this a full screen. So on my screen is the gold charts on the daily time frame. Like I said before, I enjoy looking at gold on the daily, not on the daily time frame per se, but I enjoy looking at gold on high time frames, right? Higher time frames give me clarity. They just help me stay more confident in a trade. I understand that a lot of people have also unlocked, how to do this on smaller time frames. I'm so happy for them. I admire them a lot, right? But I also very much enjoy spending time on my charts. I don't like to jump into trades. I can wait for days for a setup to play out and then take my entry and then wait for days or even weeks, before my trade hits my target, and I'm okay with that, right? It works very well for me. It also works very well with my schedule because I do take classes, and because of the number of students that I have to schedule my time in, and I might not always be on the charts to analyze my personal trades because I have to do some other things with my time. So it helps me to balance up, and it's been working well for me so far. So swing trading for me has been amazing, and to my fellow swing traders out there, kudos to you. You're doing an amazing job. And to day traders and scalpers, you guys are really good as well. So yeah, let's just get right to it. So this is the XAU USD charts on the daily time frame. If you see, I already have my spots marked out. I have done the analysis on this market. I even sent it out to some of my students on the group chat, and I was just teaching them demand and supply some days ago, and I sent them this chart so they could have like a better picture of what I was trying to talk about in class. So first off, if you look at these charts, I zoom out a little bit, you notice that there's been a very strong bullish move all the way from November 2022, right? Price has been going from last year. The value of gold has been increasing, and you see how price went all the way to this area and gave us in fact, while price was increasing, we had like new zones being formed, right? So I can even see like a demand zone here that has never been tested, right? So chances are when price ever gets to this point, if it does, there might be some reaction right here from the buyers. Let's see how that goes. But for now, let's focus on this. So you can see that even after new demands just kept on being formed. We've seen like lots more reasons why the market should probably still keep being bullish on this front, right? And all of these zones marking out here, demand zones. I'm pretty sure if I look deeper, I'll probably see some other zones that, that were formed. Can't see any right now though. But yes, I've highlighted all of the major zones in this chart. Things just keep going up. We keep having higher lows, and buyers just keep coming into the market like that. So now, what I see here is, as you can see, I've already identified my bullish flag. For me, the flag pattern is unarguably one of my best patterns in trading, right? It's so easy. I like the simple stuff. I always like things that are easy. So the flag pattern is so easy, but apart from it being easy, is also pretty straightforward, right? So most of the time when I analyze the charts and I see the flag pattern, I'm always super excited. I'm ready to wait until the pattern plays out so I can take the trade. So this flag pattern is amazing. So it formed here, and I highlighted all of those parts. After this happened, you see the breakout and you see how price is going up. But yeah, I also sort of highlighted a zone right here, right? A supply zone right here. And apart from that, a supply zone or a watch zone. Okay, I highlighted a watch zone right here, and you see the price is pretty much respecting it, and it looks like it's gonna, sell all the way to this point. So my prediction for this market is, given that I've spotted out all of my major demand zones and I see how price is moving, respecting my demand, I see how price is moving, respecting the chart pattern, because ideally this market should give me a very long bullish move, especially because of this flag. The flagpole is really long, right? And if I am to take my trade based on this flagpole, my take profit is way, way, way up, right? So I see price respecting this watch zone right here, and my prediction for this market is price is going to retest this demand, right? And then go back up. That's just what I think. That's just what I feel is going to happen. And of course, I know that nothing is 100% when it comes to trading. You can only predict based on the data you're seeing. But at the end of the day, the market still moves the way the market wants to move, right? We don't have any control about how the market moves. We can only predict based on the movements and the data that we are seeing on our screen. So right now, based on what I see that price will come down here. So this is a major line that I highlighted, right? This used to be like a major resistance point, but it was disrespected a couple times, and chances are it could probably just even hit here and give us a support, but that's likely. But my bet is on this one, to be honest, right? I love the fact that the demand zone here is quite sharp and it has never been tested. And there's this thing about zones. If you're having a zone being tested for the first time, there's a high chance that it will respect, and it will respect good, right? So price coming down here, giving us reversal candlestick patterns, giving us confirmation, and then I would have confidence to actually take a buy here, maybe stop loss somewhere below the zone, right? And then I'll just leave it, right? So one first major take profit point would probably be at this resistance here, right, at the beginning of the flag. That's a major take profit point. But if you are also looking at it from the angle of taking the trade originally from a flag pattern, which is also what it is, your take profit is still way ahead. So it totally depends on you. It depends on how you intend to enter. This is just what I see about the gold trade. For gold, I don't like to do too much. I don't like to check out too many time frames to confuse myself, especially if the other many time frames that I'm checking are lower time frames, right? I see this on the daily, unless maybe I want to go all the way to the weekly to get some more data, but personally I don't need that because I don't intend to stay in this trade for months, right? I just want to be in it for a couple days, a couple weeks, and then I'll be out, right? And I see really strong move happening based on the data that I'm getting on the daily time frame, so I'm okay with that, right? So I'm not going to distract myself with what's happening on the smaller time frames, because to be honest, most times when we go to the smaller time frames to get some more information, it's because we want to get into the trade really quickly. We feel like having to wait that long would have missed out on a lot of moves that would have happened in the smaller time frame. It's okay to think like that, right? But that's not always the case, right? Because sometimes patience, not even sometimes, all the time, patience is key when it comes to trading, right? I always tell people that if you are analyzing your markets on your daily time frame and you've seen a major move on your daily time frame, you don't really have any business going to H1 to get an entry and then set a tighter stop loss or something like that, so you're not risking too much. Your analysis, everything, all of the information that you've gathered it on the daily time frame. So going to a smaller time frame is almost like you are trying to go ahead of yourself, right? You're trying to use a shortcut right? I don't like shortcuts when it comes to trading. That's probably another reason why I don't like to use indicators, right? I don't like shortcuts. I like to go through the main route. I want to see it through, right? I want to see all of the bumps along the way, basically, right? So for me, this is pretty straightforward. This is pretty easy. This is pretty simple. Adding anything else to this analysis right now for me will be like, I'm just trying to, put in too much and get so many information. And you know that they say that so much of everything is bad, right? So I'm just going to patiently wait and see what's happening with this market. I'm going to wait to see if price will, retest this demand zone that has been formed and looks healthy, and then go back into the bullish direction, right? Also, another thing that can happen, to be very honest, is price might actually just break it and just do something else entirely, which can happen because when it comes to the market, anything can happen, right? That's why you see a lot of people, they do the analysis and eventually something just pops and everything just goes south, right? Sometimes it's not even your analysis. The market just does what the market does, and we have no choice but to accept it, right? So as much as I have a strong belief that price will test my demand zone and go back up, I'm also open to the idea. I'm also accepting the fact that price could also break this zone, right? So this zone is not a magical zone that can never be broken. It can be broken, right? So that's why it's also necessary for me to wait for confirmation when price gets in here, right? So with that confirmation, I have the confidence to stay. And then at the end of the day, after setting my stop loss and everything, if price still chooses to break out of the zone and hit my stop loss, I'm fine with that, because I know that that can also happen, right? So with confirmation, you have extra confidence, and it sort of like gives you like an edge to believing that, the price is actually going to go your way, right? But without confirmation, it gets really, really risky, right? So right now, I'll just chill, wait for that entry point, wait for the retest level on that demand zone, and then wait for my confirmation and then take my trade, right? If I don't get my confirmation, I wouldn't take my trade, right? So that's that about gold on the daily time frame. I know that you probably have something else you're looking at on this chart, so feel free to share. You can drop a comment on the comment section. Maybe tell me if there's something else you're seeing. Let me know if you agree with what I've put out here for you. I mean, this is just my opinion. Yours might be different, and yours might, also work, right? So let me know what you're looking at on gold. Also, if there is another pair you'd like me to take a look at, maybe you could just drop it in the comments and let me know, and then I'll check it out. And if it's interesting to me and, I feel like it, I'll probably do a video, tell you what I think about the chart as well. So if this is your first time here, please do well to subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button. Let me know that you like it, right? And I'll keep checking out more charts. You know me, I'm all about the simple stuff. My mission is to show you that, trading can be super easy if you just put your mind to it. You don't really need to do all that complicated stuff. The data is just right in front of you. You just have to use it, right? And I'm here to show you how to use that data. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you real soon. Let's go.